All right, everybody, thank you for coming to our regularly scheduled May Board of Education meeting. If we could all please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, so to call this meeting to order, roll call please. All right, Mr. Jansick? Yes. Mr. Nancy? Yes. Mr. Crispet? Yes. Mrs. Giacomo? Yes. Dr. Zamaro?
Yes.
Ms. Cowan? Yes, so far. All right, well, thank you all for coming tonight. We got a lot of recognition, which is always a wonderful thing in the school district. And to turn it over, we're going to go to Ms. Schaefer to recognize our 20-year award recipients.
It's my pleasure to recognize our staff that has reached the 20-year mark as an employee of Louisville City Schools. Thank you for serving the students in your particular capacity for 20 years. You have greeted them at our bus stops, cafeterias, hallways, offices, and in the classrooms. We are proud to have you as a member of the Louisville City Schools team, and we appreciate your hard work and effort you put forth each day for our students. You have spent a considerable time of your life dedicated to the district, and our students have benefited from your exemplary commitment to your profession. Thank you for bringing your best to work every single day. At this time, I'd like to recognize the following people, and I ask that you come forward when your name is called, and we'll hold our applause until the end. Casey Dixon. Jen Slack. Tina Torno. Lisa Vaccaro. Cheryl Wetter. Please give these employees a round of applause. Thanks for coming, girls. Thank you. Mr. Aljancic.
All right, well, it's my pleasure to introduce our 2024-25 retirees. So when I call your name, could you please step forward? First of all, we have Karen Andrews. Karen is retiring from LHS as a Digital Academy teacher. Karen had this to say: "Through each phase of this journey, one thing remained constant: my belief in the power of education to change lives. I've watched students grow, struggle, achieve, and soar. I've seen teachers innovate, colleagues collaborate, and the community come together in a shared mission of student success. I've learned from each and every one of you students, parents, fellow educators, and the Board of Education, and for that, I am deeply thankful. In addition to my educational roles in Louisville, I have fond memories of serving as an advisor and a coach for Tri-High Key Club, organizing dances, founding and leading Joe's Mentors for 22 years, and being involved in the ski club, swimming, and girls soccer. One of my proudest accomplishments is having had 780 students enrolled in the Digital Academy over the past 7 years, the majority of whom joined due to the impact of COVID. I also had the privilege of working with over 23 middle school and high school teachers, as well as 2 paraprofessionals, many of whom have become lifelong friends. As for my retirement plans, I look forward to traveling with family and friends, and I hope to purchase a second home in Florida. I'm excited to spend quality time with my grandchildren, enjoy the outdoors, and engage in hobbies such as kayaking, soccer, Pickleball and hiking. Volunteering also remains a big part of my life. Comments from her supervisor. It is both an honor and a bittersweet moment to speak about someone who has meant so much to the Louisville City Schools, Karen Andrews. We celebrate the retirement of a woman whose impact on this school district and on the lives of our students cannot be measured. For a large part of her years with us, Karen was a dedicated intervention specialist at both LHS and LMS, as well as a guidance counselor at LHS. As an intervention specialist, Karen has stood beside students who needed extra support, never letting a challenge go unaddressed and a student go unheard. As a guidance counselor, Karen helped many students navigate their futures, face unknowns, and learn to believe in themselves. Karen has worked tirelessly to ensure that the students within Louisville City Schools have had opportunities to grow, overcome obstacles, and succeed in the classroom and beyond. Karen has been a listener, problem solver, cheerleader, and a calm presence in times of stress for both students and colleagues. Karen, thank you for your service, your kindness, and your heart. You will be deeply missed, but never forgotten. Congratulations on your well-earned retirement. Thank you very much. Next up, Mr. Jeff Berkebile. Jeff is retiring from LES as a third grade teacher. Jeff had this to say: in my retirement, I plan to hunt and fish more. I also plan on staying busy with small side construction jobs and woodworking. Comments from his supervisor. Jeff Berkebile has been a staple for staff, students, and families of the Louisville community for the past 34 years. Whether in the classroom or on the wrestling mat, Jeff has made a lasting impression on our students and wrestlers. Coaching wrestling for the last 42 years is not an easy task. The number of countless hours Jeff spent away from his family truly showcased his dedication to Louisville and the wrestling program. Jeff is not a man of many words unless you're talking about sports. I will miss our conversations and truly appreciate everything that Jeff has done for Louisville Elementary. As Jeff wraps up his incredible career in education and coaching, we all know Patty will have a to-do list waiting for him. We all have been blessed to call him a colleague, a coach, and most importantly, a true friend. Coach Berkefile is a true leopard legend. As you start the next chapter of your life, we want to wish you the best in your retirement. Enjoy your beautiful family and those Ohio State Buckeyes. Thanks, Jeff. All right, next up, Lisa Galantine. Retiring from LMS as an art teacher, Lisa had this to say: can you believe that I still love my job and the students? I am one of the luckiest teachers ever. For the last 19 years, I have taught my hobby. I love what students create as well as their stories. Although the art job is done, the art as my hobby will continue forever. I wish all the teachers the best, and although it doesn't seem like it now, the time really does go fast. I still remember my first student ever walking into my first grade classroom at St. Louis 35 years ago. As for my retirement, my husband, also a retired teacher, and I are planning to travel more outside of summertime and our post-retirement. I have a 2-week cruise in November already booked. Where are we going?
Aruba, Curacao, and St. Martin's and St. Thomas.
Wow.
Oh, yes, we're going all over.
Retirement is here. Fantastic. All right, comments from our supervisor. Mrs. Lisa Galantine has dedicated herself to inspiring students through the power of art. Her classroom has always been a place where creativity thrives, where students feel safe to express themselves, and where every piece of work is celebrated. Mrs. Galantine has a unique gift for building lasting relationships with her students, so much so that many return just to visit and thank her for the difference she has made in their lives. Her influence extends far beyond the art room. She has actively served on committees that help shape the future of our school, always offering thoughtful insight and unwavering support for our mission. Lisa brings passion, patience, purpose to everything she does, making her an essential part of our school's heart and history. We are incredibly grateful for her dedication, her talent, and the countless lives she's touched. Thank you, Mrs. Galantine, for all you've done. Your legacy will live on through the creativity and confidence you've sparked in generations of students. Thank you. Next up, Debbie Gilman. Retiring from the bus garage as a bus driver and an LHS as an assistant cook. Deb had this to say: I have lots of stories and memories, both good and bad, but my favorite part of my career with Louisville was seeing all the children. I am proud to say I have received 2 recognitions as Employee of the Month and had an article written about me in the repository. This says a lot about who I am. Comments from her supervisor. Deb has been driving buses for Louisville City Schools for over 30 years. She is very dedicated, hardworking, and a pleasure to have as a bus driver. She not only drives her route, she takes the extra bus trips, works in the LHS cafeteria, and works several other side jobs. In the cafeteria, Deb really cares for the students and always tries to help them with whatever is going on in their lives. With Deb's organization, there is never a need for or concern on the servicing line. We can always count on her. Deb is always willing to help others, making her a mentor to many and a friend to all. She will be missed. Thank you for everything and enjoy your retirement. Next up, Diane Hardy. Diane is retiring from LMS as an intervention specialist. Diane had this to say: I have enjoyed my years at Louisville City Schools, where I have made amazing lifelong friends and met so many great students and families. I am grateful for my many years here. My retirement plans include traveling and spending more time with my family. Comments from her supervisor. Miss Diane Hardy has shown unwavering kindness, compassion, and patience, showing just how much she loves her students. Even when patience was tested by middle school drama, missing pencils, or lost Chromebooks. She has gone above and beyond for her students, always making sure every need, academic, emotional, or otherwise, was met with care and determination, all while making sure she not only did what was best for her students, but also for compliance purposes. As an example, Diane attended a 5th grade transition meeting in order to take notes and learn about the students that would be in 6th grade the next year, where many of us may check out and go through the motions because they will not be working with those students next year. Diane was attentive as ever and diligently took notes. I think that says a lot about Diane. It's in her DNA. But Diane's impact didn't stop with students. Over the years, she has mentored countless new teachers, guiding them through those challenging first years with wisdom and encouragement. Her calm presence and practical advice have shaped the careers of so many educators, and her legacy lives on in their classrooms every single day. As Diane trades lesson plans for leisure plans, we wish her all the naps, novels, and no alarm clock mornings she deserves. Thank you, Mrs. Hardy, for your years of love, laughter, and life-changing work. You will be missed more than you know, but you've more than earned the grand adventure ahead. Congratulations. Next up, Mr. Jeff Hoffman. Jeff is retiring from LHS as an industrial technology teacher. Jeff had this to say: I got an education because I thought I could make a difference. Reality soon smacked me in the face, and I felt like all I was doing was beating my head against the wall at times. That's a cement wall. But lately, I may have discovered I may have made a difference. Thank you to everyone that has expressed their gratitude for the service I provided over the past several years. I will genuinely miss the relationships I have made with my colleagues, students, and community members. I thank them for their support and thank them for pushing me to be more demanding with my students. With what I have to look forward to in retirement, 4 grandkids, and the most important position I will ever hold of Grandpa. Too many side jobs to even think about, traveling more than I have ever had time to, canoeing down the Newman Creek with a cooler of beer with my wife. Comments from his supervisor. Jeff Hoffman's impact on LHS is impossible to measure. While many know Jeff as our beloved woodshop teacher at LHS, his contributions stretch far beyond the classroom. From engineering to CAD to the soapbox derby to our pole vault coaching, he has helped shape not only projects, but futures. Jeff has sparked creativity, top problem solving, and inspired hundreds of students to build with their hands and think with their hearts. But Jeff's legacy isn't just found in sawdust or lesson plans. It's found in the countless ways he has supported our school and our town. Whether it's getting his classes to build a bridge for the school district, creating a chair to help the family in need, completing a community project like blessing boxes, or simply showing up, always at the drop of a hat to help. Jeff gives his time and his talent without ever asking for thanks. Much of what he's done has gone unnoticed because he never does it for recognition. He does it because he cares. What a lesson that is. Jeff has been a steady hand, a quiet leader, and a dependable friend. And when I think about the future without Jeff walking these halls, lending a tool, or jumping in to help fix something that wasn't even his responsibility, I honestly shudder to think what LHS will do without him. His absence will be felt deeply. Jeff, thank you for everything, for building more than projects, for building community. You leave behind a legacy of service, kindness, and excellence. Enjoy retirement. You've earned it more than anyone I know. We will miss you greatly, but we are forever grateful. Thanks. Next up, Miss Denise Mast. Denise is retiring from LHS as an English teacher. Denise had this to say: as a teacher, it is our responsibility to provide conditioning for a learning and lifelong engagement marathon. I have been privileged to be an educator long enough to observe instruction evolve into a seamless full circle and cycle. I have witnessed students from my classroom become teacher leaders in their own right and even return to mentor me. When I reflect on my teaching as a journey, it doesn't get any better than being coached by one of your former students. To me, this is the highest compliment and the height of a passing mark on my career. Thank you to Liz Liebens for taking that walk with me. I want to leave you with a first line from literature that is meaningful to me and a last line that bookends what I believe teaching should be. From The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse by C. Mackenzie, quote, "What has taught you the most?" asked the boy. "Failure," said the horse, "so don't fear it." And lastly, I'm borrowing from Mitch Albom's words, "The teaching goes on." Comments from her supervisor. It's safe to say that when Denise Mast retires, we'll welcome another ELA teacher into the building. And let's be clear, no one will replace Denise. Her presence, leadership, and the heart she poured into LHS is simply unmatched. Denise has been a pillar of our school community, a passionate advocate for education who fosters student growth through best practices, strong relationships, and critical thinking. She is always focused on doing what's best for the kids. As a teacher, Denise never stops learning or striving to improve. Each year, she thoughtfully refines her craft, always searching for better strategies, new approaches, and more effective ways to challenge her students and help them reach their full potential. As English department chair and lead mentor, she has uplifted countless colleagues, especially new teachers, generously offered her time, wisdom, and support. She is a go-to resource for curriculum, behavior, and problem solving, and someone we all trust deeply. As the principal, I rely on Denise's wisdom as well. Being able to sit and bounce things off her has made me a better principal. Her insight, honesty, and grounded perspective help guide decisions that affect our whole building. Colleagues had this to say of Denise. We had the opportunity to work with one of the best department chairs in the building, probably the district. I aspire to be like Denise. She has built us up, she has inspired us, and she has been the heart of our department. She has allowed all of us to express ourselves, to share our passion and experiences, to vent and to cry. She has supported us and she has given us permission to be who we are, awesome and flawed. And the only thing she loves more than us are her students, and they are the reason she continues to show up every day. Denise's legacy will live on in the lives she's touched, the students, the staff, and families alike. Her impact runs deep, and her absence will be felt across the building. Denise, thank you. You've made us all better. Enjoy your well-deserved entire retirement. Next up, Miss Linda Ramsel. Linda is retiring from LHS as a paraprofessional. Linda had this to say, I am retiring now for the second time, so I will probably do volunteer experiences both at my church and LES. Comments from her supervisor. Tonight, we recognize and celebrate the retirement of someone truly special, Linda Ramsel. While her title may have been paraprofessional, Linda has always been so much more than that. For years, Linda's primary role was serving as an aide for Sincere. But to simply call her an aide doesn't capture the depth of her commitment or the heart she brought to her work. Linda was Sincere's advocate, his champion, his steady support in every hallway, classroom, and moment of his school day. Wherever Sincere went, Linda was right there with him, not just helping, but fighting to make sure he received the same opportunities, respect, and resources as other students. She treated Sincere like her own son. She cared for him, protected him, and pushed him to be his best. And if you know Sincere, and many of us do, you know that he is an exceptional young man. This is in no small part thanks to Linda. Her dedication, her love, and her unwavering sense of justice have been left a permanent mark on this school and on all of us. Linda, thank you for showing us what true support looks like. Enjoy your well-earned retirement. You will be deeply missed. Thank you. All right, next up, Kathy Yard. Kathy's retiring from North NIM as a cafeteria manager. Kathy had this to say, the memory of friends throughout the years will be treasured forever. Watching generations come through the school district has been a special treat. My favorite thing to say to a student was, I used to be your mom or dad's lunch lady. Of course, the response was usually something like, wow, you're really old. As a side note, they're right. I look forward to spending time with my family and hope to do a little traveling. Comments from her supervisor. Kathy Yard has been a staple at LCS for many years, starting out first as a volunteer in her son's classroom. She then began working in the cafeteria, helping to cook and prepare nutritious meals for hundreds of students. Kathy worked hard and always took advantage of classes that would better herself and allow her to move up in the cafeteria world. After many years of devoting herself to helping in any way necessary in the cafeteria, Kathy was awarded the highest position as the cafeteria manager at North NIM. Kathy was always prompt with her paperwork and diligent with meal preparation. Her cafeteria always met inspection protocols and was treated with pride. Kathy was a hard worker and was proud to serve the students and staff of the building with high-quality meals daily. Her dedication, hard work, and commitment to the school district and its students are truly inspiring. It's rare to see someone retire after 30 years at one place. The staff at North NIM want to wish Kathy well in her retirement and hope she has awesome days surrounded by family and friends for the years to come. Kathy, thank you. We would like to also recognize staff members retiring who were unable to be here tonight. Renee Slusser, retiring from the bus garage as a bus driver in LES cafeteria. Kathy Bagg from LHS in food service. Deborah Fimple and Diane Gray from LES secretaries. Sandy Garrett from LES as a custodian. Karen Maley and Cheryl Sailing from the bus garage and bus drivers. And Vicki Parfell, a bus driver at LHS for school district, for school food service. So, you know, it's awesome to honor you retirees. And it just reminds me of something my father once told me, saying that the greatest source of energy is taking pride in what you do. And I just thank all of you retirees for your impact on our school district, and you are a big part of what makes the school district special. So if we could give them one more round of applause, I'd greatly appreciate it. And with that, I'll pass the torch to Michelle Schaefer once again for special recognition.
Could I have our choir students and directors please come down front? And we have plenty of room here for you to line up here in the front, for everybody to see you. You can even go in front of the board if you need to. Yeah. Center stage, you're used to that. Come on. It was Friday evening, May 2nd, and I received a text message from choir director Mrs. McVaney. Not a voice message on my phone, but a text message, and I could hear her excitement in that text message. It is with pure joy this evening that we recognize an outstanding accomplishment by our incredibly talented group of students, our Louisville High School concert choir, who earned a superior rating at the state large group competition. This is such an achievement and one that reflects your musical talent, dedication, teamwork, and discipline. It has been said that music is a powerful thing that can bring people together, create memories, and evoke emotions. It can speak to the soul, regardless of where you're from or what your background is. The music you created May 2nd spoke to the soul of the judges, and you were recognized as one of the best in the state. You received this honor because you practiced, you listened, you harmonized, not just as individuals, but as a group who was united by passion and hard work. To Mrs. McVaney, thank you for your vision, leadership, and countless hours of preparation. Your encouragement to our students have them striving to be among the best. Mrs. McVaney, what is that you're holding in your hand? Our plaque. Hold it up high so everybody can see that. Congratulations, students, once again. Congratulations, students, once again on this well-deserved superior rating. You have truly set the mark high. Can we give them one more big round of applause? Thank you so much. Mrs. McVaney, I'm going to give you these to take with you. Thank you. Thanks for coming tonight. Okay, wrestlers and coaches, come on down. In the center over there, so everybody can see you. We recognize a group of student athletes this evening who have demonstrated extraordinary dedication, toughness, and heart. Our high school wrestlers who qualified for and competed in the state wrestling tournament. Congratulations to each of you. Reaching the state level in any sport is a major accomplishment, but wrestling is one where you perform on your own. It demands not just physical strength, but grit, mental focus, and a high level of discipline. You pushed yourselves to the limit. Tough practices, tough tournaments, and intense competition in order to train your bodies and your minds. You've shown what it means to rise to the occasion, regardless of the outcome on the mat. Whether you came home with a medal or simply walked off the state mat knowing you gave it everything you had, you are a champion. You've made us proud. Your hard work is a testament to what dedication can achieve. To our coaches, thank you for your time, your guidance, knowledge, and for shaping these great athletes to compete at the highest level, the state. Please give them a great big round of applause. Thank you. Mr. Berkevile. Could I have the basketball players and coaches please come down? Our boys basketball team. Gentlemen, when did each of you begin your journey? Did you start at the age of 3 or 4 years old and had no clue of what you were getting into? Someone bought you a toy ball and then it hit the floor, bounce, and you were hooked. Or were you the one that fell in love with the sport when a group of neighborhood friends started playing and you joined in? Was it a game you attended in a gymnasium or watched on television? Or was it when you started school and you played during recess? At some point, there was an epic event that sparked your love for this game. You gravitated to a sport that taught you hard work, failure, patience, attention to detail, mental stability, poise, and grabbing every single opportunity. Because, as the saying goes, you miss 100% of the shots not taken. But most important, the game you love so much taught you about teamwork. The value of teamwork. It must always be respected, and you could never put your own individual self above it. Teamwork and unselfishness created the backbone of this team. You were not individual superstars, but teammates that worked as one cohesive unit, and that was the key to your success. You had it. You were spot on. You had a student section that was the best, hands down. They brought the energy every game. You had a community that came out to support you, and you delivered. You made school history. The first ever state championship for basketball for Louisville City Schools. That happened because you rose to the occasion of the adversity you faced all season long. What a season, gentlemen. Thank you so very much. And to our coaching staff, thank you for your leadership, your guidance, your knowledge, your motivation, and your time that you gave in order for these gentlemen to be successful. You set goals, spent numerous hours helping athletes refine their skills, and you taught them to believe in themselves and each other. That's what teamwork is all about. Please give them a big round of applause. Thanks for coming tonight. Appreciate you being here. You're welcome. You're welcome. Could I have speech and debate? Come on down, and the coaches. In 1927, the Ohio High School Speech League was formed, originally called the Ohio High School Debating League. Speech and debate is one of the most demanding activities a student can take on. You learn to think critically, communicate clearly, and advocate with both logic and empathy. It sharpens a student's ability to listen and articulate their thoughts confidently and persuasively. These are the very skills our world needs most today. And students, you are showing us what the future can look like when it's led by articulate and passionate individuals. Students comment that forensic is one of the most worthwhile programs in their high school experience. It's my pleasure to recognize and celebrate a truly exceptional group of students, our speech and debate team members who qualified for the state speech tournament. Qualifying for state is no small achievement. It takes hours of research, writing, revision, and courage. The courage to stand up, speak out, and represent not just your ideas, but the values of our school district. You shined, each and every one of you, and you are a source of pride for this district. To our coaches, thank you for guiding, challenging, and mentoring these students as they participate in something they love. Please give our speech and debate team a big round of applause.
All right, thank you very much, Ms. Schaefer. Awesome to see state champions, state qualifiers. Being recognized as one of the best flyers in the state. It's awesome to see. So at this time, for those who are here for the special recognition, we're about to enter the business portion of this building. We'll give you a moment if you'd like to step out before we start.